Now, in today's class, what you are going to discuss about two more types of reaction. First is displacement reaction. Another one is double displacement reaction. Displacement reaction, with the name, some kinds of things are going to be displaced. So, in this, a chemical reaction in which more reactive metal element displaces less reactive metal element from a compound is known as displacement reaction. It is also known as substitution. Some kind of thing is going to be substituted with the other, single displacement or replacement reaction. So for this, we are having two examples. We can see when zinc reacts with hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acids, it gives zinc chloride and hydrogen. What is being displaced here? Here it is displaced that zinc hydrogen has been displaced from the chlorine, that is zinc chloride is formed and hydrogen is released. In another example, zinc copper sulfate, zinc is a metal, copper sulfate, zinc sulfate and copper. Here it becomes zinc sulfate that you can see in the product side and copper. One question comes to your mind that why the zinc is being displacing the hydrogen and copper. Here one more point is going to be noted. The more reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. So in this reaction, zinc is more reactive than the copper and the hydrogen. The more reactive element is going to be displacing the less reactive. Copper is less reactive than zinc. Hydrogen is also less reactive. The same kind of point is to be noted here also. In double displacement, here only one thing or one element is being displaced by the other. Here two, double, that's why the name is double displacement reaction in which ions are exchanged between two reactants forming new compounds are called double displacement reaction. Here you can see in the journal way, AB plus CD, AC plus BD. Here barium chloride plus sodium sulfate, barium sulfate and NaCl. Here you can see PPT, precipitation. This reaction is also known as precipitation reaction. What is precipitate? Two aqueous solutions we have taken of these two salts. When these two are mixed, then an insoluble, that is PPT, precipitate, is formed, and this is soluble sodium chloride is there in it. Another one, NaOH plus HCl, hydrogen chloride, sodium hydroxide, sodium chloride is formed and water is released here in liquid form. This is neutralization reaction. Whenever this is a base, this is an acid, when these two things react, it forms neutral salt. Salt is neutral here, that's why it is known as neutralization reaction also. Here two names are also given to the double displacement reaction, that is neutralization reaction and the precipitation reaction. The reaction in which precipitate is formed by mixing of the aqueous solution of the two salts is called precipitation reaction. Neutralization reaction, the reaction in which an acid reacts with a base to form salt and water by an exchange of ions, is called neutralization reaction. I have explained earlier. So after these two, one more is there, that is exothermic reaction, and this is endothermic reaction. Just we go with the names. Reaction to if we learn with the names of the reaction, then you are able to recall them very easily. Exothermic reaction which produces energy or heat is released from those reactions. This is known as exo. Exo means exit, to exit something. So energy is produced or heat is released is known as exothermic reaction. Most decomposition reaction are exothermic reaction. For example, respiration, heat is released in it. Another one, quicklime, CaO. When this is added to water, it releases heat energy. Alright, so quicklime is there. Another one example, carbon when reacts with oxygen gives carbon dioxide and heat. These are the three example of exothermic reaction. Another one is endo. Endo means in, and for this in, some kind of thing is going to getting into the reaction. So a chemical reaction in which what is happening, a chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed is called the endothermic reaction. Zinc carbonate, heat is being absorbed. When the heat is returned here to the reactant side, then the heat will be absorbed. When the heat is returned here, then the heat is released. So in the to recognize whether a reaction is exothermic or endothermic, this is the simplest way. When the reaction heat is written here, it is endothermic. When heat is returned to the product side, it is released, it is exothermic. Zinc carbonate, heat is given to it, so zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. This is up with the different types of reaction. There are few questions that you have to do it for the practice. Explain with example displacement reaction, name the types of chemical reaction. What is precipitation reaction? Explain the decomposition reaction with examples and its types. What do you mean by combination reaction?